Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, me going over the all-new Lexus NX F Sport. With that being said, let's get right into it. Let's go over this new NX, and the exciting thing about this new NX is the powertrain. We have a turbocharged 2.4-liter inline four-cylinder, goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. It's good for 275 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. Makes me super excited to drive it because that means it should drive a lot better. You know, from an engine transmission perspective, it should just feel way sportier than prior. Now you guys can see the new LED accent lights and everything that come with the redesign here on the NX. I think they look great. And then you can see down below with the accenting. Again, looks fantastic. Got all the parking sensors integrated in the front end. You can see the front grille too. I feel like it's really good proportion for Lexus's grille on the NX, just the size of vehicle it is. I think it works really well. And yeah, in the F Sport package with everything being blacked out, to contrast the white, I think it looks great. Really sporty looking vehicle. And feel free to freeze a frame if you want to read everything about the vehicle. This was just kind of like the information sheet that Lexus had just right next to the NX, which I thought was pretty cool that they did that for people that don't know anything about the vehicle. And then you guys can see here with the tire and wheel setup how it's all blacked out. Again, as part of that F Sports package, kind of lends to the sporty design. And then you guys can see the plastic cladding there on the bottom. But notice F Sport logo and the fender flares are not plastic cladded. They are painted. So it's kind of interesting that they did the very bottom in that cladding, but then the rest of it is like nice, you know, either painted black or painted white, basically. And then notice the two-tone door handles. It seems like that's becoming very common with automakers. I'm not complaining. I think it looks good, but it seems like it's becoming very common. I love the new light bar design here in the back. And also, this is one of the vehicles that would open up. Great. So you guys can see the storage space here in the back. Underneath, nothing there, but more storage space, which is fantastic. And then you guys can see here for the rest of it, it's a good practical car. Again, it's the same size as like the Toyota RAV4, if you guys are more familiar with that from a storage space perspective. And then you can press that, closes it up pretty quick, which is great. And yeah, overall, again, I really like the look of the back end of this vehicle. And then you guys can see again with the new LED light bar, got the Lexus logo there on the back end. And notice down below with the accenting and then all the parking sensors right here. And then you guys can see with your 350 all-wheel drive badge. And then you can kind of see how they have the diffuser set up and all that underneath. And notice how they don't have like the exhaust tips poking out or anything like that. They kind of have it hidden to clean up the design on the rear of the vehicle. And yeah, all the body lines on this, I think it looks great. The previous generation NX I thought looked good, but this looks even better, if you ask me. And then you guys can see with the leather, and notice they've got the red stitching and then the red leather down below. Pretty cool. Mark Levinson sound system. You guys know I'm a fan of it. Got the new trick door handle that you pull the opposite way if the power's off. So there is a safety release. And then you can see the two-tone seats. So you've got the red with the black. Again, looks fantastic and kind of lends to like the sporty design of the vehicle and to the contrast as well. You can see the vents there in the center. And then you can see all of the charging ports down below. And I will say I'm glad that they didn't do like two-tone with white. Because, I mean, they could have like matched the interior and exterior, but I don't know if I would have been a fan. And you guys can see space back there is great. And, of course, we've got our cup holder armrest. Can never forget about that. Got the sunroof situation, which is kind of interesting. It's like a panoramic, but it's not because it's split at the same time. So it's like a twin sunroof, whatever you want to call it. And then, of course, I was trying to show you guys the electronic door release. You can see here for the front, again, with the nice leather all over. And then we've got blind spot monitoring for the mirrors. Pretty standard stuff. Got memory seats as well. All of our window controls and everything right there on the side in normal car place. And some people have asked me why I mention those. Cars put them in different places. You know, most manufacturers put them in the same place, but sometimes they're in different places. Got the F Sport logo there on the seats. And again, just look how beautiful they are with the attention to detail and everything with all the red stitching. And I think it looks great. Got the F Sport plaque down below. Really nice looking pedals. You can see the design on that. And then you've got like the gas cap release, for example. Steering wheel is power adjustable. And popping into the interior, you guys can see here with the steering wheel, got the paddle shifters there on the back. And again, it'll be interesting to test the new 8-speed automatic. Got the volume controls, and then Lexus logo there in the center, and then controls for like the center stack. F Sport logo there at the very bottom. And then again with the red stitching. And yeah, overall looks great. And then you can see here with the center infotainment system. Oh, not infotainment system, sorry, gauge cluster. Full digital gauge cluster. Looks great. And they just have the electronics on for the carts where things flashing, but at least you can kind of see what it looks like, the general idea. I've got heated, cooled seats for the front, heated steering wheel, all that normal luxury car stuff that you kind of come to expect. And then the new big infotainment system, which is easy to use, response time's great, and definitely has a much more modern feel than the previous infotainment system. So I'd say it's a big upgrade. And then you guys can obviously see, since I was in Chicago, right next to Great Lakes, and all of the analog controls down below. I definitely love the look of the dials on everything, and then you've got the camera view all around. So that was another cool thing. But that hasn't changed in years. It seems like that 360 thing they have has been there for a while. And then you got your charging area with like your wireless phone charger, all that, and then you can move the phone charger away for extra storage. So it's pretty cool that it's on like a movable panel. I think that's a pretty neat thing. And then we have our drive mode select, which I believe actually, yeah, works. So you guys can see the look, and I love it in the Sport Plus mode. So you can see it like goes across like on a race, like you'd have like a race car. If you guys are wondering, they always take the shift heads off of Lexuses because people could steal them, so that's why that's gone. A bunch of the controls down below, and notice here with the center console, really good storage spacing and all the leather trim on top of it. And then you can see again that weird dual center situation. Normal glove box, nice padding on the dash. And yeah, that is pretty much everything for the Lexus NX. I want you guys to let me know what you think about the new F Sport and the new Powertrain setup as well.
Okay, I can't give you.
The all-new Subaru Solterra, the first full-electric, zero-emissions SUV to have the capability and versatility of a Subaru. Legendary Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive comes standard. Standard X-Mode with hill ascent and descent assist maximizes traction and control in difficult conditions. More standard torque than the VW ID4 or Mazda CX-30 EV, and better ground clearance than the Mustang Mach-E and Tesla Model Y will help you navigate tough terrain and discover new places. When it comes to versatility and comfort, Solterra really shines. With up to 126 cubic feet of total interior room and available